Hallelujah. I welcome you in the house of God.
歡迎大家嚟到神家，
Thank you for visiting us today.
多謝你哋啊！
Happy Mother's Day.
母親節快樂！
We have a program later.
咁啊，遲啲有活動嘅。
Amen. The reason why our sermon today called Mother's Love
咁啊，今日嘅主題叫做母親的愛，
is because it is your special day.
咁啊，今日係你哋嘅大日子啊！
We are here to honor every mother.
我哋喺度嚟尊榮所有嘅母親。
And for those of you that are not yet mother,
如果未成為母親嘅，
you will see how precious your mother
你
was.
都會睇得出母親嘅寶貴。
For me, the greatest things I have
對於我嚟講，最寶貴嘅
is my mom.
係我媽咪，
Because without her,
因為冇佢，
I'm not here either.
我都唔喺你面前。
And thank God that my mom was used that I was born.
我多謝我媽咪，即係我透過媽咪出生，
So I give honor to
所以
her.
我俾十足嘅尊敬。
Amen. Praise the Lord. It's my thank you that I will meet you today.
好感恩嘅就係今日見到你啊！
The mother of Alun came before that I were not able to say hello.
因為之前嚟過，咁我都想同你打聲招呼嘅，
I've been longing to meet you.
咁啊好渴望再見到你。
Thank you very much for coming today.
多謝你媽媽。
Mother is the most hardest work on earth.
其實母親係喺地上面係一個十分之可能係最艱巨嘅工作之一。
Because to become a mother is one of the greatest sacrifice that a human can do.
因為身為母親可能係人上係最要犧牲嘅工
It
作，
is the ultimate illustration of human love.
顯示咗人類最終極嘅愛。
All of us on earth have passed in their womb.
因為每人類誕生嘅人都係經過母親嘅胎，
Being a mother is a special privilege and a sacred duty.
所以成為母親係一個好尊貴，亦都係好神聖嘅工作。
Think about the role of a mother plays in nurture and development of a child.
事實上喺養育同埋去帶一個小朋友成長，母親裏邊係咩角色？
A mother's love is unique.
母親呢個愛係獨一無二。
Once they give birth,
一旦佢生產，
once they hear the cry of the baby in the hospital,
一旦佢出世之後聽到第一次喊聲，
even they are still drowsy, they smile.
就縱使可能佢哋仲係唞氣，但係佢哋都係笑。
Well, I work in the hospital.
我之前喺醫院工作，
I always go and peep what are the people are doing.
我成日去睇下人咁樣做啲乜咧。
I love when the baby cry.
我最中意就係見到 B B 去喊。
Always in the hospital, I always go and peep if so many babies.
咁我成日去偷睇下嗰啲狗裏邊，唔係喺醫院裏邊有幾多小朋友。
So every single babies are unique.
其實每個小朋友佢個嬰孩都好同，
So as the mothers.
亦都母親咁樣。
Mother's duty is to raise a child to follow the right path.
母親嘅責任咧就係帶一個小朋友行一條正路。
Every single mom,
每一個母親
that is their heart when they give birth to a child.
生產嘅時候都係咁辛苦。
How hard it could be for a woman to have a heart of a mother.
但更加辛苦嘅就係當一個婦人佢想成為母親，
The desire and nurture and love a young life but have no
好
child.
渴望去養育一個生命，但係佢不能。
What great pain and struggle for a young couple who want to have a child.
因為一個年輕嘅夫婦可能想要小朋友，
Yet they cannot have one.
但係佢冇係十分之。
I have seen many women who do anything,
我見到好多嘅婦人係會做任何事，
whatever it takes to have a child.
係盡佢所能嘅。
So many women want a child so bad.
淨係為咗佢所生嘅。
In America,
喺美國，
many women that cannot give birth,
好多女性唔能夠生育，
they pretend to be pregnant in front of their friends,
佢哋會做乜咧？就係嘗試朋友圈之類嘅扮大咗，
and they will go and steal a child.
亦都會做出偷 B 嘅行為。
There is even case that they will go and open the womb of the mother because they want the baby. They kill the woman because of the
亦
baby.
都有啲個案就係佢哋殺咗媽媽，就係攞佢腹裏邊嘅 B。
That's how desperate women
呢個就係當一個婦人
to have a child.
十分渴望有 B B 嘅時候。
In Hong Kong, many women said, "Oh, I want just Yako."
咁喺香港咧，咁啊大多數人生一個夠啦，
哦，老婆啦，
最多兩個，
三個唔得，
三個就太多。
好貴啊嘛。See, it's 好貴 to go to school.
佢哋太乖啦，
太貴。
太貴。
See, go to school is very expensive.
因為翻學都好貴啊。
Raising a child in Hong Kong is not easy.
喺香港大小朋友大好難。
I have two.
我有兩個啦，
I know what I'm talking about.
所以我知道我講緊咩。
Because Hong Kong children are very demanding.
香港嘅小朋友十分之佢嘅特質主要
In the Philippines,
喺菲律賓
we are happy people.
其實都係快樂人啦。
I have 9 brothers and
我
sisters.
中有9兄弟姊妹，
We are 9.
我哋9個人，
My auntie have 14 children.
我 auntie 佢有14個添。
We are very happy
但係我哋好開心嘅，
because life is simple.
因為我哋生活其實好簡單，
But in Hong Kong, life is very
但
complicated.
係香港嘅生活就唔複雜，
So, children are limited.
所以香港嘅小朋友
1 or 2, maximum is 3.
一個或兩個、三個極限。
How many children?
你幾多個小朋友？極限
So
咯。
it's very hard to raise a child in Hong Kong. Minister, you have 3. See, she become old early.
所以完全佢有3個啦，所以佢白頭髮出世，
It's not easy,
真係
but it is a precious thing to do.
係一個好寶貴嘅事。
You are blessed to have a child
其實有小朋友有祝福，
because many people are desperate to have one.
因為世上有人係好渴望小朋友，
Many women want to have children.
好多婦人好想要小朋友。
See, in London, the oldest women who become pregnant is 65.
喺倫敦有個案啦，最老嘅婦人佢生育嘅就係65歲，
65 years old woman. She gave birth 2 years ago.
咁係2年前嘅事。
She was so desperate to experience to be a mother.
佢好想成為媽咪嗰個感覺。
So, this was the circumstances of Hannah in the Bible.
聖經裏面都同樣例子就係哈拿，
There is one story in the Bible that this woman is so desperate to have a child.
就係呢個聖經故事講到就係呢個婦人好渴望想得到個兒子。
I will let you read
我俾大家睇下，
in 1 Samuel 1 verse 10 to 13.
喺撒母耳記上1章10至13節，我讀到嘅一齊。
哈拿心裏受苦，就痛痛哭泣，祈禱耶和華。佢言說：萬軍之耶和華，你若垂聽婢女的苦情，眷念不忘婢女，賜我一個兒子，我必使他終身歸於耶和華，不用剃頭剃他的頭。哈拿在耶和華面前不斷地祈禱，以利定睛看他的嘴。在哈拿心中默禱，只動嘴唇，不出聲音，因此以利以為他喝醉了。
Hannah was hurt deeply
佢極其苦痛為他，
because she don't have a
因
child.
為佢冇兒，
She have been longing to have a child.
佢一直都好想要。
In her cry, in her pain, she cried out to the Lord.
喺佢痛楚之中，佢向耶和華呼求。
See, Hannah's mind is that during those days there are no doctors
因為嗰個時代係冇醫生嘅嘢，
that can give you baby inside
可
through
以打個
injection.
B B 入去。
So, in her mind, I cannot bear this burden alone.
喺佢嘅思維裏面，佢話：哎呀，我頂唔順。
What she has done is she said, Lord, I need you.
咁所以佢同主講話：主啊，今鋪我需要你。
Hannah gave a vow to God.
咁所以哈拿就對神許咗個誓。
What a great gift it is to become a mother or a father.
因為呢個係一個有 BB 係對於爸爸媽媽嚟講最大嘅地方。
It's the great feeling to have to be a father.
因為成為父親都係一個好
But it was also a great
而
responsibility.
且係一個好大嘅責任。
I don't know about you, but I am overwhelmed by being a father.
我唔知你哋點樣，但係我作為父親，我都一開頭幾頭痛。
It is an honor to be given a precious young life to share.
但係亦都好神奇、好奇妙嘅就係有個年輕嘅生命可以俾你去承認、去帶領。
I shape my children who they are.
我就將我嘅兩個女成，
I mold them
將佢哋
in
打
a
造
good way.
去一個行程，
And I try to direct their path.
如果嘗試去指引佢多行。
Unfortunately, my experience is not easy to raise children
但係不幸地，我經驗話聽，去帶一個小朋友係唔容易。
because, as I have said a while ago, raising children in Hong Kong is very demanding.
好似我啱啱咁講，就係香港嚟講咧，去帶小朋友，
If you are not careful,
如果你唔小心，
either you enjoy them
一係你好享受，
and they enjoy you,
但係佢哋香港受嘅，
or you destroy them and they hate you.
或者你係摧毀佢哋都好憎嘅。
That's how hard it is to raise children in Hong Kong.
呢個就真係講，係香港帶小朋友幾難。
So in our life, we need someone more than qualified than us
喺呢個情況下，我哋唔需要有一個人去指引我哋，
to help us in this process.
幫助我哋呢個過程。
And that's what Hannah pointed to us.
哈拿就指引一個人嘅，
Hannah gave her son to God,
哈拿就願意將佢個兒子歸俾耶和華，
and she pointed us towards doing the same.
可能佢想見我哋咁做。
Hannah promised her future son to God as a priest.
因為哈拿佢起誓就話佢個仔要去服侍。
In this part of the Bible, Hannah is just asking God to give, oh, please give me a
因為喺
child.
呢段嘅聖經嘅經文裏面就係講話哈拿佢祈緊禱啫，你有。
But if you will give me a child,
但係佢話同神講，如果你俾個仔我，
I promise that he will become your priest.
咁我就應承你佢成為你嘅祭司。
So he make a deal.
所以佢其實做神
Lord,
做
give
教
me a child.
神你俾個仔我，
I promise you,
咁我應承你，
I will give you my child.
我俾翻個仔。
See? He make a vow.
呢個就係佢神起誓。
So Hannah challenged God.
可以咁講就係哈拿挑戰神，
Give me a child so that I have a child to give you.
你俾個仔我，所以我有個仔俾翻。
To demonstrate the depth of her commitment, she committed her boy with a Nazarene vow.
就係展現咗佢同神嗰個嘅協議裏面，佢就願意將佢個兒子咧成為拿撒勒。
According to the Jewish tradition,
根據呢個猶太人嘅傳統咧，
Levi priests serve until 50 years of age.
其實利未人即係祭司嘅洗習咧，佢哋工作只係去到50歲嘅成績。
Likewise, with the Nazarene, their vow is limited.
一旦有人去願意成為拿撒勒人成為祭司，一樣都去到50歲。
They can only serve as a priest within 50 years.
所以佢得50年工作。
But Hannah
但係哈拿今次咧，
said, made a commitment that reached beyond either.
佢個承諾係超乎咗50年。
Her vow was for all the days of her son's life.
佢嘅應承內容咧係
Can you give me verse 10?
我睇翻嗰段。
Can you see this one? All the days of his life.
我見到粗體咗終身。
So Hannah knows that in their culture only 50 years you are allowed to serve.
因為喺嗰時嗰個文化就會做祭司都最多做50年。
But he said, no, I want my son. If you give me a son, I will let him serve you all the days.
但哈拿話唔係，如果你俾個仔我終身都俾佢。
I find it amazing that Hannah would make such an extreme promise.
所以我都好驚歎哈拿點樣可以起呢個誓。
See, now here is the difficult question
但係個比較難
to all the mothers.
俾母親
Do you trust God?
信唔信神咧？
Do you trust Him enough to give Him your children?
你夠唔夠信心直頭俾埋個仔神？
Maybe you say, oh no, no, not.
或者話唔要，
Because I want him to be a doctor, I want him to be a lawyer, I want him to earn big money.
因為我想佢有佢嘅事業，我想佢賺錢。
So maybe your answer is no,
所以你
not.
嘅答案係唔制。
So the next question is why not?
咁我再問點解唔俾？
Hannah trusted God completely with her son.
係就係哈拿喺佢兒子嘅事上完
So
全
if
信
you
靠神
will。trust the Lord,
所以如果你可以信靠神，
surely you can.
你都係
Hannah gave her son to serve God.
哈拿俾將佢仔交俾神，
Hannah gave her son to worship God.
都要佢仔去敬拜神。
Samuel was very young,
咁當時撒母耳係好年輕，
but Hannah followed her vow to the Lord and brought the boy to Eli the priest.
當佢有小孩子嘅時候，哈拿係根據佢嘅承諾，好細個就將佢帶去祭司面前。
Let's continue our story.
我哋再睇下佢故事嘅接續，
1:26 to 28.
睇下1章22至28節，一齊睇。
沒有人說：主啊，我敢在你面前起誓，從前在你這裏站腳祈求耶和華的那婦人，就是我。我祈求為了得這孩子，耶和華已將我所求的賜給我了，所以我將這孩子歸於耶和華，使他終身歸於耶和華。於是在那裏敬拜耶和華。
So eventually, Hannah gave birth to a son
所以我睇到哈拿有 BB 啦，
because she has vowed with the Lord that she wants her son to be with the Lord.
就基於佢同神起嘅誓，
So she brought the little boy to Eli.
所以佢就將佢生落嚟嗰個孩子。
Here is what is amazing in this passage.
咁但係喺呢度裏面有一個好神奇嘅事，
It is not Eli who worship God,
我睇到嘅唔係祭司以嚟去敬拜神，
but it's the little boy.
而係撒母耳嗰個小孩子。
I find it fascinating that the boy who was at the most is 2 or 3 years old that time
我估計嗰陣時細大極都係2、3歲，
knows how to worship.
但係佢卻認識點樣去敬拜
Just a little boy.
小孩子。
How did he learn worship?
佢點樣學習敬拜咧？
He learned from the only person around his life.
其實佢只能夠向身邊嘅人可能佢媽咪。
So, who are your children today?
所以今日你個小朋友係點樣？
Is the fruit of your teaching when they were young.
你今日對佢嘅教導嘅成將來，
If you miss the opportunity to guide them the right path at those age,
如果你喺佢小朋友嘅年紀錯過咗教導，
either you or your children are suffering today.
你或者你孩子可能將來或者現在都唔識。
Because children is like a sponge,
因為其實小朋友就好似海綿，
soaking up everything around.
吸收緊身邊所有嘅事。
Children learn their first lesson from the mother.
小朋友嘅新嘅第一堂課從佢媽咪，
Every single one of us
我哋每一個人
learn our first lesson from our mom
都從我哋媽咪裏面學第一課，
and from the people around us.
之後就身邊嘅人。
When my daughter Nicole started to learn how to speak,
當我大女Nicole學講嘢，
we always teach her how to pray to God.
咁我哋成日嗰時咧就教佢點樣同神祈禱。
And I always explain to her from time to time
我哋亦都隨時隨地咁樣教佢，
that God is listening to our prayer.
話神聽緊我哋禱告。
So there is one incident in London.
咁有一日喺倫敦，
Nicole is about 2.5 or 3 years old.
Nicole 嗰時係2歲半3歲咁。
Members of the church knows already probably this.
咁我都分享過，同教友分享過啦。
Was one time we are walking in London,
咁我喺倫敦度行緊，
and all of a sudden there is this huge rain.
無啦啦就落大雨。
And then I said, let's pray because we have no umbrella.
因為嗰時冇遮，咁我哋話不如一齊祈禱啦。
Then let's pray.
我哋話祈禱啦。
Nicole just closed her arm like this
咁佢就合埋手掌，
and closed her eyes
都合埋
and
隻。
said, Lord, I want the rain. Please stop the rain now.
話主人，唔該你停咗雨啦。
In Jesus' name.
奉主耶穌基督名求，
Amen. We open our eyes.
我哋打開隻眼，
The rain stopped.
雨停。
So I explained to her because me myself I was shocked.
因為我自己都好驚訝啦，咁但係我要解釋俾佢聽。
Say the rain is really nothing.
我話好驚，好同佢
I said
雨冇乜嘢嘅啫。
see, God answer your prayer.
我同佢講話，神聽到你禱告，
Is it just coincidence?
係咪偶然咧？
I cannot explain to you.
我自己解釋唔到。
But what I only know
但係我知道嘅，
is we can walk again because the rain
我
stops.
哋可以行嘅，因為雨停咗。
So Nicole is amazed for how God answers her prayer.
所以力高佢自己都經歷過神點樣聽佢禱告。
So sometimes in our life we ask.
或者有時我哋人生裏面會問，
Those of you who are already Christians,
尤其是已經成基督徒，
sometimes you ask yourself, is God really listening to my prayer for my children?
神真係肯聽我為兒子嘅禱告嗎？
Yes, He is.
好肯定係，
God always listens to our
因
prayer.
為神永遠聽我哋，
Like my daughter,
好似我嘅女兒，
Nicole learned to pray and worship God at her very young age
佢好細嗰陣時候已經識得祈禱同敬拜，
because she was exposed with our habit in praying and worshiping God.
因為佢好細個已經接觸我哋嘅習慣就係不停去敬拜同祈禱。
So I have to think that Hannah did the same.
所以我都同感嘅就係知道阿哈拿做緊嘅嘢。
She worshipped God and include Samuel at the time.
佢好肯定嘅就係佢敬拜神嘅時候係同神。
That is how he learned to worship the Lord.
呢個就係神會點樣好細個就學識點敬拜。
If you want your children to learn to pray,
所以如果你想你小朋友學識祈禱，
include them in your prayer time.
咁你祈禱嘅時候就要包括佢。
If you want your children to be a better person,
如果你想你小孩子成為更好嘅人，
be a good mother in front of them
喺佢
all
面
the
前
time.
時常嘅成為好嘅媽媽。
Sometimes the way we talk
有時我哋講嘢嘅模式
discourages our children.
係會令佢哋灰心。
Did your hello? Listen to me.
聽我，
Did your mother scold you most of the time
你媽咪咪成日
when
鬧
you
你
were young?
當你細個時，
I don't believe so.
好順啊！
See, because people usually talk
因為人點講嘢，
when their children commit mistakes,
當佢兒子犯錯啦，
right?
就會點講
All the
嘢。
mother will agree with me.
媽咪應該經歷過呢啲事嘅。
Because 快啲啦，咁好啦啫。
咁我有時我話我心話快啲啦，咁猛㗎！
Those are the language usually you can hear.
呢啲就係嗰啲言語嗰啲模式。
My children when they were young,
咁但係我小朋友當佢細嗰陣時咧，
once they commit mistake,
當佢犯錯，
I don't talk.
我唔講嘢，
I just look.
我就舉隻手指咯。
I have an agreement with my children.
因為我之前同我嗰兩個女有個協議，
We are eating in the table.
我哋食緊飯。
Then I said, the rule is once you commit mistake, once you see it, meaning to say that you have to be quiet.
就係食緊飯時同佢有協議就話，當你見到咁嘅手勢，你代表你做錯。
So if my children go to a party
所以我嗰兩個女去 party 嘅時候，
or they are in the church and they are naughty,
或者佢喺教會好曳嘅時候，
I don't shout them or talk to them.
我唔講，直頭唔會講大聲，
I just say,
舉起手指。
they see me. Once they see me
當
like
佢
this,
見到我手指舉，
they become wow.
咁佢哋就知。
Once they don't stop, I said,
如果佢再唔停咧，我舉高啲，我就唔講
they
嘢，
say nothing.
唔講嘢。
There was one time that they go to a party in a school in London.
咁有時喺倫敦裏面翻學啦，
London kids are very naughty.
因為倫敦嗰啲小朋友仲曳，
They are very naughty.
更曳嚟香港。
So my child Nicole is playing with them.
當然啦，你 call 梗係 join 埋佢哋一齊玩。
When I saw, I said, Nicole,
當我見到
I'm smiling, Nicole.
我笑住叫佢啊，
I'm smiling.
我都笑住啊。 打開手指舉起。
My daughter become very quiet.
好，個女突然間好乖，
Why? Because I have an agreement with her.
因為我同你有協議，
Now, once my finger is point like this,
就係我一旦手指舉起，
you have to be obedient.
你就要順服。
See, I don't talk
你見到一句都冇
because the way you talk, you can hurt their feelings.
因為人講嘅嘢係可以傷害。
快啲啦！
嗱，就算一句快啲啦，
Disturb their feelings.
你都影響到佢哋嘅感覺。
See, the way you talk will destroy the feeling of you, the emotions of your children.
因為你講嘅嗰個方式會影響到對方嘅情緒。
I say that.
對於我嚟講，所以我選擇唔講。
See, but I have an understanding with my children.
但係我卻好認識我嘅。
So body language teaching is better than your mouth language.
所以有時身體語言比你口裏面嘅語言更加好。
So if you are already a Christian,
所以如果一旦你已經係成為基督徒，
I want you to bring, if you want your children to worship,
如果你想你嘅兒女都敬拜，
you worship in front of them.
喺佢面前敬拜，
You bring them in service, ministry, or any spiritual discipline you do.
你帶佢嚟到主日，你帶佢嚟到事工，帶佢嚟到好多嘅活動。
Your children will learn it from you if you model in front of them and include them.
佢哋咧小朋友咧就會學習你，如果你係成為佢哋嘅榜樣。
Because eventually, whatever things they will see from you,
因為最終極嘅就係當佢哋見到你嘅言行舉止之後，
it will become a part of their daily life.
就會成為佢哋嘅常用舉止。
That's why you can see once you start shouting with your children at a very young age,
所以你會發現當你喺佢好細嗰陣時候就
they
會
will
大聲
shout
講，
back to you
佢哋遲啲就會大聲。
in the near future. For me,
所以對於我嚟講，
my children,
我小朋友咧，
ask the people who knows us.
我係問下識我嘅人，
Once I do like once,
你見佢哋一見到我咁樣，
oh, they are very happy.
佢哋即刻兩個人，
I have a very happy family.
所以有個好開心嘅家庭。
My children, even to this day, Nicole,
直到今日，高今日，
I will do like this in her before she will sleep.
我會
I will tap her back before she sleeps.
我會拍拍佢背脊，佢先瞓覺。
I say, Daddy, it's prayer time and sleeping time with me.
咁佢又話：爹哋係祈禱同埋瞓覺時間啦，
And that is not once in a while.
但係唔係偶然，
That is every
係
night.
每日都係。
Because I want them to have this feeling of confidence that I am always there.
因為我想建立嘅就係，我想佢哋有信心就係我永遠同佢一齊。
You know, father's work is from day, morning to evening.
你諗下，父親嘅工作係由朝早去到夜晚，
That is a father's work.
呢個係父親嘅工作。
But mother's work
但係媽咪嘅工作
is 24 hours.
係24小時。
How I know?
get 唔 get 到嘅意思？
The mother works so hard for their children.
母親係為佢兒女係付出好多，
They want more and more from their children.
同時間佢想喺孩子裏面得到更多。
I want my children to be like this. I want my children to be like that.
所以話我想我個仔成為點，我想我女成為點。
If you are that kind of mother, be careful.
如果你係咁嘅心態，就要小心啲，
Because you might destroy your relationship with your children.
因為或者你已經傷害咗你當中嘅關係。
Being a father for me is, my wife when she give birth.
當我太太生育嗰時啦，
After she give birth,
佢生完，
oh, she will enjoy the child for a while.
佢當然佢先享受佢嗰個 BB 先啦，
Then put me.
然後佢放低。
Nicole, I didn't sleep for 3 consecutive days when she was young.
我喺佢細嗰時候，連續3日係冇瞓。
You ask my wife.
你可以問我太太，
I will sit and look for my child every hour and every
呢個我喺個 Nicole 個 BB 個 身上3日3夜係咁睇住我。
So my wife have a very comfortable life when we have a baby.
所以我 Anne 相對嚟講就比較舒服，
Because I am the babysitter.
因為我前係保姆。
I'm the babysitter. So for mothers, probably you have different experiences.
但係各位母親，即係當然嘅就係你有唔同經歷。
But one thing I will encourage,
但有一樣嘢可以鼓勵大家，
whether you are a mother or not yet a mother,
或者你係母親或者未成為母親，
be careful in caring for your young ones.
當你帶小朋友嘅時候要小心。
If you don't know what to do,
如果你唔知點做，
you come and see me
你可以同我傾下偈，
privately
私隱嘅，
because I might help.
或者能夠幫到你啦。
A young child, when they are first born to 3 months,
一個嬰孩當佢由3個月去
the only thing,
由出世
okay, let's say since they were born,
由出世嗰刻，
they can see you
佢其實已經
up
見
to
到你，
6 months.
去到第6個月。
The only thing that they do in their brain, that the brain do,
佢哋嘅腦唯一會做嘅嘢就係咩？
is to recognize you.
就係認得你。
They can only follow you and then who you are. So you try to give them to another people, they cry
所以一旦你俾你把湊咧，佢又喊，
because they cannot recognize who are those
因
people.
為佢唔認得嗰啲人。
When they start beginning 6 months old to 3 years,
咁6個月去到3歲期間咧，
they imitate you.
佢就開始模仿你。
That's why when you sing, they sing.
所以你唱佢就唱，
When you dance, they dance.
你跳佢就跳。
They imitate you from 6 years, from 3 years old. 6 months to 3 years old.
6個月去到3歲，佢都會去模仿你。
When they become 3 years old to 11 years old,
而3歲到11歲期間咧，
that is where the brain follow instruction.
就係佢聽命令嘅時候。
If you miss that time,
如果你
3 years
錯
old
過
to
咗，
11 years old to discipline your children,
錯過咗3至11歲去管教你嘅小朋友嘅時候，
the brain doesn't work anymore when they are 12.
12歲就再唔可以俾指示。
When they become 12 to 16 years old,
12、16歲期間，
you can only guide them.
你只可以勸或者指引，
You cannot instruct them anymore because the brain doesn't work anymore.
因為佢嘅腦唔係咁聽。
When they become 18 years old above,
咁啊成人之後啦，
you can only advise them,
只能夠俾建議，
cannot command anymore.
已經控制或者指示佢。
So if you want to have children from 3 years old to 11 years old,
所以你想你嘅小朋友3歲至11歲，
that is the only time, precious time you have to discipline your children.
係管教小朋友最好嘅時間。
That is my personal advice as a doctor,
咁啊，作為我醫生同學嘅建議啦，
because I have seen it.
咁啊，我見到睇過。
So, if you want to have a better relationship with your children, I encourage you
咁譬如，如果你想同你小朋友更好關係，
to be very cautious with your mind,
要母親無要小心，
because it will bounce back to you when you grow
因
old.
為可能佢將來就會反對。
I thank God for our Lord, he become a better man now.
咁我為到阿倫嘅生命感恩咗佢而家好好多，
He don't smoke anymore, isn't it?
至少佢冇食煙啦，
Okay, he become better.
好啊，好咗好多。
Once he smoke, you tell me.
如果佢翻煙，你話翻我聽。
But he changed his life
的確係改變咗自己，
because that is the power of prayer.
因為呢個都係禱告嘅力量。
I pray for this boy a lot,
我為到阿倫祈禱好多次，
and I pray for all people.
都為咗各人祈禱。
Like Hannah,
好似哈拿，
her prayer is so powerful.
見到佢禱告好有力量。
It is the secret on how to trust the Lord.
呢個係點樣純靠神嗰個嘅？
He taught Samuel, the young boy, to worship God.
佢教咗佢嘅幼兒撒母耳
The
去
Bible
敬拜。
recorded the prayer of Hannah.
咁啊，而喺經文裏面亦都記錄咗哈拿點禱告。
See how she prayed for her
我
child.
哋睇下佢點禱告先。我一齊讀撒母耳記上2章1節一齊讀。
哈拿禱告說：我的心因耶和華快樂，我的角因耶和華高舉，我的口向仇敵張開，我因耶和華的救恩歡欣。只有耶和華為聖，除他以外沒有可比的，也沒有磐石像我們的神。
Hannah rejoiced in the Lord for his salvation.
哈拿好歡欣啦，因為佢喺神裏面有呢個
Her
神。
horn, which is the symbol of power,
佢話佢有佢嘅角係即係等佢力量，
is the Lord, and his rock is God.
就係神嚟，亦都係佢話神係佢嘅名證。
In just few verses, Hannah exalted the mighty power of the Lord.
喺呢幾個經文，我哋見到哈拿點樣高舉神。
These are not just words.
呢個唔係字咁簡單，
They reflect our heart.
呢個係講佢心。
Jesus told us a story of two men who built a home.
耶穌後期咧就講咗兩個人去起嘅，
One upon the sand, and one is upon the rock.
一個喺沙上面起，
The storm
石上
came
面
and
起。
destroyed the house.
當風暴嚟到嘅時候，
But the house that built on the rock is strong.
山上面間屋當然摧毀咗啦，但係石上面嗰個依然喺度。
Compare this in our lives.
咁我哋應用下啦。
If you don't have a solid good relationship with your children at their young age,
如果你同你小朋友喺細嗰時冇好嘅關係，
your relationship will eventually be broken.
你大個有風暴嘅時候，
But if you are strong in bond, strong love and understanding with your children,
但係如果你同你嘅小朋友係有強烈嘅關係同埋愛，
no matter what, there will be always an understanding between you and them.
永遠喺你哋彼此之間都有認識同了
Let
解。
me share with you this part of the Bible in Matthew 7:24.
我睇下耶穌親自點講喺馬太福音嗰時候，
所以凡聽見我這話就去行的，好比一個聰明人把房子蓋在磐石上，雨淋、水沖、風吹，撞着那房子，房子總不倒塌，因為根基落在磐石上。凡聽見我這話不去行的，好比一個無知的人把房子蓋在沙土上，雨淋、水沖、風吹，撞着那房子，房子就倒塌了，並且倒塌得很大。
The purpose of Jesus' parable was to lead us to build our life in a firm foundation on the rock, which is Christ.
咁點解耶穌講呢個比喻咧？就係想我哋去建立我哋生命喺一個穩固嘅磐石上，即係基督。
Hannah built her life on the rock.
哈拿將佢生命建喺磐石上，
She knew there was no firmer
因為
foundation.
佢知道冇更加堅強。
She was an example of worship to her son.
佢喺佢兒子面前係敬拜嘅榜樣。
How did she do that?
佢點解咁做？
Hannah had a personal relationship with God that fueled her trust.
因為哈拿同神個人嘅關係係充滿咗喺佢信心上。
Commitment and willingness. If in all her life and her son's life to God.
亦都係對神係充滿呢個嘅熱誠同埋願意去俾佢生命所有嘅事。
So if you are lacking of trust with your children,
所以如果你一旦同你嘅兒子失去信任，
eventually they won't trust you anymore.
佢哋有一日都唔會信你。
But if you will develop a bond together,
但如果你哋卻建立一個好嘅關係，
your children will trust you for anything.
呢個好嘅關係會帶領你哋兩個永遠相信大家。
Then eventually you don't have to worry where they are.
咁你就唔再需要擔心佢喺邊度或者佢做緊乜。
My children,
我兒女，我孩子，
they tell me everything.
佢將所有人嘅話聽。
But when it comes to women's talk,
一旦去到一啲女性嘅話題，
they go to the mom.
當然佢會揾媽咪啦。
They are very open. They tell every single thing.
重點就係佢哋好開放，佢哋講所有事。
Why?
點解？
Because I want them to have trust with me so that I can trust them at the same time.
因為我同佢建立咗一個信任，就係我想佢信我，我都信佢。
That is what it's all about.
呢個就係關係。
Life in this world is not easy.
生命喺呢個世界上面，
God gave us different mothers
神俾我哋各人有唔同嘅母親，
because we all have different need and challenges.
代表到我哋係有唔同嘅需要同埋挑戰。
Some of us struggle to understand our boundaries and responsibilities.
但有啲人卻去苦惱住佢哋去明白佢哋嘅限界同埋責任。
Some of us struggled for our independence.
但有啲人卻係煩惱緊佢哋點樣獨立。
Some children need to be persuaded from time to time.
咁有啲小朋友係需要定時定候去提醒佢啊。
Some of us need more help making friendship.
有啲咧就需要更加多幫手去幫佢識朋友啦。
Some of us may need more help to understand what it meant to have a good relationship.
有啲人咧佢需要去幫助去了解究竟關係係乜嘢。
What does it mean to take all the things that make you unique
就係總括而言就係點樣令到你係獨一無二，
and fit them into the unique challenges posed by your
同
situation?
埋應用佢哋喺你獨一無二嘅挑戰裏邊。
Every single one of us,
我哋每一個人
we have our difficulties in
都
life.
有生命嘅困難，
But motherhood is a calling.
但係呢個母愛係有一個呼召，
It is intensely personal.
係絕對個人，
But it doesn't mean that it's all about you.
但係亦都唔係會淨係得你。
One thing I will advise you today is to learn the mystery of your calling as a mother.
今日能夠去分享嘅就係喺母親裏邊呼召裏邊嘅奧秘。
In fact, in the call of motherhood, we can clearly see the challenges attached to it.
咁啊，坦白講啦，喺母親嘅愛呼召裏邊，我哋睇出當中嘅困難。
What is the hardest things for you
咁作為母親，你最艱難嘅咩？
to be a mother?
成為母親最難、最艱難、最辛苦。
梗係唔係錯仔咯？做 BB 啊！
They cry every time.
係咪一齊喊啊？
But what is the greatest challenge you have now that they are already old?
而家佢大個咗啦，你最大嘅困難挑戰係咩咧？
It's very challenging to answer, isn't it?
答都難。
最大嘅困難都唔使湊啊嘛而家。
What is your problem?
你嘅困難係咩？
管教，
冇用㗎啦。
好用啊！
唔係啊，佢教我真係，而家咪教翻佢咯。
See, we have different level of challenge.
我哋每個人都唔同程度嘅挑戰嘅，
We have different difficulties.
即係代表唔同嘅困難。
Why? Because it is a challenge to raise a child, to be a mother and to be a child at the same time.
因為作為母親或者作為兒子或者女兒，同樣地都喺呢個生活都係困難。
I'm sure you will agree with me that responsibility of being a mother is a monumental task to
我相
fulfill.
信大家都好同意，就係作為一個母親係一個十分之巨大嘅任務，
Isn't it? It's not easy.
係唔容易嘅，係咪？
It's not easy. In accepting any call of God, we lay down any claim to our self-interest.
因為對於呢個呼召咧，其實我哋需要擺低自己嘅興趣，
Place ourselves at God's disposal.
順服喺神呢個安排。
Hear that well.
我哋要聽清楚。
When I say that motherhood is not all about you,
啱啱講過話，我話母愛唔係淨係得你一個，
I do not mean that it's all about your children either.
亦都唔代表話係在乎你兒子或者兒女，
Rather, it's all about God.
但係以上都係所有都關乎神，
What you want or desire,
因為你想要嘅，
as well as what your children want and desire,
或者你兒女想要嘅，
is not important as participating in God's story and creation.
喺神嘅任務呢個咁嘅任務裏面其實唔重要，
Because there is a purpose why you have this child.
因為其實你點解有呢個兒子或者女兒咧係有個目的嘅。
I have a friend.
我個朋友
They are very, very rich.
佢好有錢，
But they have child which has a Down syndrome. Like Down syndrome.
一個唐氏綜合症嘅兒子。
When the baby arrived, they cannot accept it.
當佢 BB 出世，佢接受唔到。
See? They are very rich,
佢哋好有錢，
but when they know everything, they can afford anything.
佢哋知道好多嘢，有負擔好多嘢。
When the baby arrives,
當佢出
with
世，
the Down syndrome, they
Down
cannot
syndrome.
accept the baby.
佢哋接受唔到，
Their life began to shake.
就開始佢嘅生命裏邊有震撼。
Today they are the poorest of the world
今日佢哋成為喺窮裏邊嘅最後，
because they cannot accept what happened in their lives.
成為因為接受唔到生命裏面發生嘅咩事。
Trouble comes because they don't want to face challenges.
當問題嚟到，佢哋唔想面對。
For you,
但係對於你嚟講，
most especially the young people,
尤其是年青人，
if you want to be a mother one day,
如果你想成為母親，
see to it that your heart is willing to sacrifice for the children, whoever that may be.
首先你要有心理準備就係你嘅孩子係點樣，你都要犧牲，
Don't choose what God will give
唔好揀自己，
because it's a part of life. It's a part of His
係
joy.
生命嘅一部分。
Raising a child is not easy,
帶小朋友唔易，
but you are a mother.
但係你係啱嘅。
In motherhood, you participate in God, with God in His work to redeem the world.
喺母愛裏面咧，其實你係同神一齊工作去贖回呢個世界，
So, meaning to say that you have work to do.
即係簡單講，你其實係有工作做，
You have to teach your children
你要教你嘅兒子，
either to follow what you want them to do, or what God wants them to do.
你可以教你想要嘅嘢，或者教神想要嘅嘢。
By providing their need, you can become for them both the means of symbol of gracious and provisions in their lives.
咁而透過你供養佢哋，你係會成為佢哋呢個生命賦予嘅一個象徵或者標準。
By your speaking and living what you see in the scripture,
但係當你住喺
in the Bible,
喺聖經裏邊見到嘅話語或者點樣生活，
God should always present before your children.
我哋睇出就係
The
神
way you teach your children now,
而家你點樣教你嘅兒子兒女，
they will also lead you the way it should be.
佢第日就會點樣生活？
Because whatever your children see,
因為無論你兒女
if
見到
your
啲乜嘢，
children see that you are like very fearful,
因為一旦見到兒女見到你係好突然、
very, very
好
strict,
惡、好直接，
always commanding,
成日都命令，
they will disobey you
始終有人就係反抗就唔聽你講，
because they cannot understand you.
因為佢都唔明你
Why you are so strict?
點解咁管教咁，
Why you are always angry?
點解成日嬲，
Why you are always shouting with them?
成日嗌咧？
Eventually, they will fight back.
始終咧，佢哋當然就係掙扎。
So whatever your children will see,
所以無論你嘅孩子見到啲乜嘢，
it will be a part of their life.
都會成為佢生命嘅一部分。
Whatever they can see from you,
當喺佢一年，佢見到你啲乜嘢，
if you show them your faith with God,
但係你可以展示神俾到神嘅信心，
can take on their flesh and become a part of their daily lives.
你可以落地成為你生命一部分。
Mother, may God bless your word.
我係母親，願主祝福你嘅工作。
It's not because it's easy or rewarding,
唔係因為佢係簡單或者佢係有獎勵嘅，
but because God works in you.
但係因為你同神一齊工作，
Because it's a part of His mission.
因為生命係佢工作之一，
Because God wants to glorify by you.
因為神想透過你嚟翻佢。
For your calling to be a mother, as I have said, is not about you
好似啱啱咁講，成為母親唔係淨係得你一個，
or even your children.
又或者唔係得你兒子，
It is one place where mysteriously we become a co-workers with God.
而係講緊你係神奇地係同緊神同工，
Meaning to say that the things that you are doing for your children
即係話你為咗兒子所或者孩子所做嘅事，
is a work that has given you by God.
係一個上帝俾你嘅工作。
Why?
點解咧？
Why you have these children? Why you give them?
點解你會生到呢個兒子出嚟？
Did you create them?
你係咪你做出嚟？
No. You are just used for these children to come out.
你只不過係透過你佢出世，
Because we cannot create children.
因為我哋製造創造
Everything that is within our body comes from God.
因為身體裏面所有嘢都係嚟自神。
So being a mother, we are working together with God. You become my co-worker.
作為母親，其實係同神同行。
Motherhood is about God and God's work in the world.
母愛其實係關乎神神嘅工作。
You may say a lot about your work as a mother.
你可能話你講到好多啊！我作為媽媽做過啲乜，做過啲乜。
See, you have a lot of things to do for your children,
當
right?
然啦，你為啲孩子做好多
Oh,
嘢，
you work so hard.
因為你好多嘢要做。
Oh, ironing clothes.
燙衫啦，
Oh, 你有工人係咪先？
可能有工人啦。
哦，特工人你會得揾
我話工人做晒，
My own.
你唔係我做。
But you are the one who is providing all these things.
但係你係佢供應住呢啲一切事。
So meaning to say that you have a lot of things to say about your work. When you were young, I do this, and do this, and do that.
所以你有好多嘢可以講嘅，關於你自己作為媽咪，因為你話我做過啲乜啊？你細嗰時做過啲乜啊？
But look what the Bible says
但係我睇下聖經點講，
in 2 Corinthians 6:1.
喺哥林多後書6章點解話？
我們與神同工的，也勸你們不可徒受他的恩典。
So, we are workers together.
所以係同工嘅。
Why?
點解咧？
Because you want your child to be a better person, right?
因為你想你嘅孩子成為更好人，係咪？
That is what God wants also.
呢個亦都係神嘅目標。
He wants his children to be a better children.
佢係想佢所有嘅孩子都成為更好嘅人，
Unless
除非
when you give birth, say, I want you to be bad and do all these things.
除非你出世之後話，我想你成為衰人，你
That
做
is
晒衰事。
another story, probably.
如果你咁樣諗嘅話，就另一回事啦。
This is the mystery of God.
但係呢個係生命嘅奧秘，
Mystery of mother.
就係母親嘅奧秘，
You are a partner of God.
就係當中嘅奧秘就係你係同神同工。
Whether you are a Christian or not,
無論你係唔係基督徒，
because you have a heart to let the children to be a better person one day.
只要你有呢個心態，就想你孩子成為更好，
That is one thing that God has given you.
呢個就係神所賜嘅。
But something that is also does what is with you through you. You know, God gave you that work, and then you may ask, why?
咁有時候我哋會咁問，神俾工作我，點解係我？
Many mother will say, why I am your mother?
咁有啲母親就話點解我係你阿媽嘅？
Because they cannot control the yaya child.
因為佢控制唔到佢啦，
Amen?
係咪？
So, see, so many anger that like you wish they are not your child.
冇可能嗰刻你諗，我希望呢個唔係我孩子，
But you cannot escape from it
但係你又逃避唔到，
because they are already there.
因為佢已經出咗世啦。
Whether you like it or not,
你中唔中意都好，
it is your responsibility.
變成嘅責任。
May we all listen to the call of God
但我哋要聽下神嘅呼召，
so that whatever He bids us, we can join Him.
所以
Whatever God wants us to do for our children,
所以一神喺你孩子上嘅心意嘅時候，我哋就咁做。
we can do it as God wants us to do.
我哋可以好似神為佢孩子所做嘅方式為孩
We may
子，
joyfully and faithfully follow
我哋可以好喜樂，亦都係呢個
for the sake
跟
and the glory of God.
係為咗神嘅名，
To honor the mother
去尊榮母親，
is here.
就係各位在座嘅母親，
Can you read for me,
我
please?
哋一齊讀啦。
認同讚賞他的工作，
Do you recognize your mother
你認唔認同你母親咧？
and their sacrifice?
認唔認同佢哋嘅犧牲呢？
This is one thing that you will do to honor your mother is to recognize their sacrifice.
你可以做嘅一樣嘢就係你可以認同佢嘅犧牲，
Recognition of her work
然後佢嘅工作，
she breastfeeding.
佢冇
9 months you stayed in the womb.
喺
They carry you for 9 months.
10個月喺肚裏
You drink in their blood.
飲佢，
So no matter what,
所以無論點都好，
you have to recognize that sacrifice.
都要認同佢呢部分工作。
Second,
第二，
by giving her respect, praise her, and speak well of her.
要俾尊重、讚美同埋要同佢和好，
This is very important.
呢個係好重要。
Respect has to be established between you and your mom.
尊重係你兩個之間要去建立，
Is it too late?
太遲咧，
It will never be too late.
永遠冇太遲，
There is always a new beginning.
永遠都有新嘅時間開始。
Even how old you are, if you have like not well relationship with your parents.
無論幾多歲，你話你同我父母都唔係咁好喎。
Today is Mother's Day.
今日係母親節，
Show respect.
展示你嘅尊重，
Just one call.
仔女一個，
Just one phone
或
call.
者一個電話，
Say, Mom, I'm sorry
話阿媽對唔住，
for what I have done.
就我所做嘅事，
I called you because I truly love you.
打俾你，因為我真係愛你，
That is called respect.
呢個就係尊重。
Number 3.
第三，
Can you read?
另外一層咧，
無論他是誰，無論他做了什麼，都重視他作為母親，認定他是珍貴的。
By valuing her as a mother
去
and regard her as precious.
珍惜佢，同埋去肯定同埋佢認定佢係你嘅至寶嘅時候，
Whatever things they have done in your lives,
而佢之前所做嘅所有事
it doesn't matter.
都唔再重要，
What matters is who you are today.
重要嘅係你今日係咩？
Without your mom,
冇咗你媽咪，
you are not here sitting with us today.
你都唔一齊坐在呢
There is no age limitation to give honor to your mother
個冇年齡限制去俾尊重你，
because it is the first commandments of God.
因為呢個已經係神嘅第一個誡命。
I want you to notice what the Bible says.
所以你睇下聖經係點講，
Can you read please?
睇下《出手書》對其實
要孝敬父母，使你得福，在世長壽，這是第一條帶應許的誡命。
It didn't say that you have to honor your mother on the Mother's Day only.
呢個唔係講話在母親節要孝敬母親，
But the Bible does not say to honor your mother until you grow up.
亦都冇咁講話你成年之後先至要孝敬。
Let's see the Bible. Proverbs 23:22.
咁我再睇下喺箴言23章20節啦。
你要聽從生你的父親，你母親老了，也不可藐視他。
Even how old they are
就算佢哋咩年齡，
and how old you are,
你有幾大，
there is no limitation
都冇限制，
of respecting your parents.
係尊重。
Your mother will always be your mother,
因為你媽咪永遠係你媽咪，
and you will always be her baby.
你永遠都係佢嘅兒子孩子，
That is called the mother's
呢
love.
個就係母親嘅愛。
Mother's love will remain forever.
母親嘅愛係會，
Even how sour your relationship will become,
無論你嘅關係變得幾咁辛酸，
your mom will always be your mom,
你媽咪都係你媽咪，
and you will always be that baby who cried in her chest.
你係佢嘅眼中永遠都係喺佢腹中喊到你。
She will love you no matter how old you get.
無論去到咩年紀，佢都依然愛你。
You should honor
所以你應該去尊
respect
榮、
and
尊
value
重同埋珍惜
your mother no matter how old they get.
係冇年齡限制。
Today,
今日
we say we love all the mothers
我哋可以講話，我哋愛所有母親，
and we honor them.
我哋尊敬你哋。
May I invite all the mothers in front?
我想邀請而家在場所有係母親嘅都好台前。
I want to invite all the mothers in front. All the mothers in front, please.
可唔可以請就係作為母親嘅
Because today is your day, we will
可唔可以
honor
佢嘅孩子邀請佢出嚟？
all the mothers, all the mothers, all the mothers.
所有係母親嘅都出嚟。
See, in front, in here. Okay. All are here. All right. You sit down first. Right. These are the mothers of the church in the church today.
今日嚟講，教會有一批嘅母親。
I want you to understand that they are here because we are honoring their sacrifice.
我想大家知道佢哋喺台前係因為我哋認同佢哋。
If your mother is not here,
如果你媽咪唔喺呢度當中，
it is not too late to say I love you.
亦都唔會太遲同你講話愛你。
Today you can start a new beginning with your relationship.
因為你喺關係上面永遠都可以重新開始。
And for all the mothers that have sometimes difficult to understand their children,
而作為母親，你係有對於你理解你孩子有困難嘅話，
I want you to understand that it is not too late
我想你知道都係唔會太遲，
to build a good relationship,
就重新用嗰個好講。
that your children will come to honor you.
有一日你個孩子都會尊重你。
May the Lord bless you. We acknowledge you.
願主祝福你哋，我哋亦都去喺度認同你哋，
And we thank you for all your sacrifices.
亦都喺度感謝你哋為孩子嘅犧牲。
I pray that God will continue to give you a good heart
願主繼續俾一個好嘅心，
to understand your children for the rest of your
你
life.
一生嚟講繼續去認識你嘅孩子。
Minister, you will pray for you
完全道會為大家去
and bless you.
祝福大家。
我哋一齊祈禱啊！真嘅天父爸爸，我哋多謝讚美你，多謝你俾我哋有地上面有好好嘅媽媽。耶穌話：多謝你愛所有嘅媽媽，使我哋所有嘅媽媽都能夠愛佢嘅兒女。主啊，感謝你，願你祝福天下嘅媽媽都能夠身體健康，常常喜樂，俾我哋每一日咧都能夠帶着感恩嘅心嚟到面對。也祝願咧所有嘅孩子都能夠去尊榮佢嘅媽媽，孝順佢嘅媽媽，使佢能夠咧喺地上面得福。我哋多謝你，垂聽我哋嘅祈禱，奉主耶穌基督嘅名求，阿門。